Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam 81. I'm coming back to you again. Um, this is about an 11-year-old boy that had to be airlifted to a hospital after alleged altercation with a teacher over a juice box, y'all. A juice box. A lawsuit, a firing, and more repercussions should be coming from a Texas teacher who sent a preteen to the hospital. The mother of fifth grader Kamari Williamson received a phone call from the school nurse saying that her 11-year-old son had been injured in an altercation. Keena Randolph told ABC 13 Houston that she was shocked to hear that her son was injured at a post elementary school in an incident. She was even more shocked, however, to learn that the incident involved a teacher who got into some kind of juice box dispute with her child. When she got to the school, she found her son's forehead had an open wound above his eyebrow, and the injury was so bad that Kamari was airlifted to the Texas Medical Center for treatment. Um, it goes on to say they're supposed to be in a safe place while you're at work, and to get this type of reaction of a head being busted open, especially over a juice box, said Randolph to ABC 13. Nobody deserves this, especially my son. I would never have thought that would happen to my kid. Randolph has since hired an attorney who was hoping the teacher is prosecuted. She goes on to say, I have a lot of trust in the justice system, so I hope this guy is going to be prosecuted for doing something he shouldn't have, said Amy Rami or Raji, the family's attorney. More so, other teachers need to be aware that if you're around children, there are certain ways to manage it, and definitely, certainly ways not to manage it. The incident was captured on school surveillance, and it shows the teacher banging the boy's head on the desk after accusing him of stealing a juice box. You'll see the teacher grab the hoodie, and you'll see him at one point. My son's feet lifted off the ground, Randolph told ABC 13. He was basically being choked. The teacher is out on administrative leave. What do you think should happen to the teacher who clearly overreached with their actions? And I do have the news report video that I'm going to play at the end of this. Um, wow, man, this is crazy. Definitely, that's something that a parent would never think happened. If you send your children to school, they're supposed to be safe, they're supposed to be looked after, and they're supposed to be there to learn, first and foremost, not to get in altercations over a juice box, something so small and meaningless to uh, essentially the teacher could have given the boy brain damage. I'm pretty sure a concussion was given the mark on his head. The young man definitely had a concussion, whatever the case was. And I do hope that somebody gets held accountable for this. The school and the teacher itself. I understand, and me being older, when I was younger, I wouldn't have understood this. But me being older, um, I do understand that sometimes there are children um, that do try and test the teachers. Um, with that being said, there are also ways in which to handle it. In some schools, there's also like procedures that they have to go by depending on what school your child goes to. Um, Man, I hope this little boy and his parents they get some type of justice from out of it. And it's just crazy. So what do you guys think? Especially, I would like to hear from people that are teachers or teachers' aides, mainly everybody, but more so to give their input. Um, Hopefully share a story of a similar situation, not similar, but in the same realm, uh, you know, of either a child being disrespectful or time that you felt that you were being pushed to your limits as far as um, your teaching ability goes. I would definitely like to hear from that. Also, people that are daycare providers or anything to do with children or behavioral children, I would love to hear what you have to say along with everyone else. With that being said, I will talk to you guys later, and here's the video.
She says the dispute between her son and an instructor went too far.
Yeah, she says she got a call from her son's Cypher ISD school that her son bumped his head and was taken to the hospital, but that's not all that happened here. ABC 13's Maya Shea is live with the details. Maya?
Yeah, here at Cypher ISD, imagine last week this mother shows up at the school because the school nurse was called her, and when she got here, she found her son being airlifted to the hospital. The gash over her son's eyebrow makes Kiana Randolph angry.
My son told me that he was accused of stealing a juice box.
Last week, she got a call from school that her son's head was busted open. When she got to school, she claimed she found out that the teacher at the school grabbed her son by his hoodie and slammed his head against a counter in the classroom. The injury was concerning enough that 11-year-old Kamari was airlifted to the medical center. Portions of the confrontation was apparently caught on school cameras.
You see him at one point, my son's feet lift up off the ground, and he's basically being choked.
Cypher ISD would only say that the teacher is on paid administrative leave and it is investigating the incident. The family's lawyer says they want more answers.
I have a lot of trust in the justice system, so I hope that this guy is going to be prosecuted for doing something that he shouldn't have. And more so, I think that an example needs to be made, and other teachers need to be aware that if you're around children, there's a certain way to manage it, and there's definitely a certain way not to manage it.
With the teacher on leave, Kamari has gone back to 5th grade, but his parents remain worried, concerned not only about his injury, but whether the teacher will be allowed to return.
He will not be able to work with children again. Just not at all. That was just very, very upsetting to watch as a mother. It's very hurtful. No one's child should be treated like that in any manner.
Now, we should note we are not identifying this teacher because he has not been charged with any crime. In the meantime, we are working with the school district. We're asking them for his full records and whether or not any video will be available to us. So far, they have not.